Hi there, it's Nick Johnson. I'm the owner of the Anytime Fitness in Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam in Abbotsford. A little out of breath here as I just finished my morning workout in our Poco Gym. So there you can see right there. And today I've got some tips for you on how to have a really healthy Thanksgiving while still really enjoying it as well. So for example, today's Saturday. So our Thanksgiving, we've got family in town, so we're gonna do our Thanksgiving later this afternoon. So here's my strategy on a typical Thanksgiving day. As you can see, I'm in the gym today. You get your workout in the morning. That's really critical. In a perfect world, perfect world, you would work out the morning before your Thanksgiving, and you would also work out the next day after Thanksgiving. So that way we can work our way through those calories and put those calories to good use. So tip number one, workout. Tip number two, if you can, eat light during the day when you've got the big Thanksgiving dinner coming up later. The idea behind that is, we only have so many calories that we can burn in a day, even if we work out and do things like that. And after that, they don't really have anywhere to go except storage. Storage in the human body is the fat stores. So what we want to do is we want to eat light during the day because we're going to have that big meal later in the day and get all our calories there. So a couple ways you can do this. I really like intermittent fasting. So I'll fast all morning, which means I usually won't eat until about between 12:30 and 1:30 because I know I'm going to have a huge meal later in the day, and I find that works really well for me. There's a lot of really good research on how fasting is incredibly good for the body, both in body composition levels, health levels, and longevity levels. So however, if you're a breakfast person, just really light meals during the day for breakfast and lunch, because again, we don't want to burn through our entire calorie allotment for the day before we even get to our huge Thanksgiving dinner meal. So if your blood sugar levels are really good and your doctor's okay with it, fasting is a great way to do it. If not, light meals during the day. Okay, so now what do we do when the Thanksgiving dinner's on the table? So the first thing you want to do is you want to eat the proteins first. The reason why, it's turkey. We love turkey if you're a turkey fan like I am, and also it's really filling. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill up on turkey, white meat, dark meat, all of that's great. Try to go a little bit easy on the skin, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill up on that protein. Next in line is going to be all the veggies. I'm a huge Brussels sprouts fan. I don't know how that happened. I used to hate them when I was a kid, but I'm a huge fan now. So I'll fill up on Brussels sprouts. I'll fill up on Jen does an amazing sweet mashed potatoes that's fantastic. Doesn't have too much butter in it or anything like that. So fill up on those things. And then with what's left over, I might have some regular potatoes. Some of those things that tend to have a lot of butter in them or high calorie. And what you'll find is that by starting with the protein and all the vegetables, you just won't have a lot of room to eat some of the bad stuff. But you still can absolutely have some of those mashed potatoes, have some dessert, have a lot of that fun. But what you'll find is that you're full from all the protein, which is really good. Good way to do it. So we talked a little bit about working out in the morning, talked a little bit about eating light during the day and fasting potentially, and then your strategy at dinner. Other things, if you're going to have something to drink with dinner, try to stick with water, because again, save the glass of wine for before or after dinner, or certainly pop or anything like that, because it's really just going to add into the calorie load as you're eating, and you probably won't even notice the taste of it. So there's that as well. And then when it comes to dessert, like I said, absolutely have some dessert. You only live life once. But if you do that strategy right of having lots of protein and vegetables at dinner, you can have your dessert. You just won't overeat is what you'll find. And then the next day, if you can, get up, have a good workout, and away you go. So I hope you and your family have a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the gym.